Hello traders, welcome into my channel. My name is Kwanzu and this is Kwanzu Trades. Now if you're new here, this is a segment where I get to take you through my thought process as a trader, or rather how I approach the market as I trade. Yeah. Last week I didn't get to post market analysis because not so much has changed in the market from my previous analysis, so I thought not to repeat myself. But here we are, it's a new week, new market analysis. Let's see what to look out for. Let's see what clues we can follow. Without further ado, let's go to my charts.
Hi guys, welcome into my charts. Let's see what the charts have in store for us. Let's see what clue we can follow this coming week as you trade. So I'm gonna start with the Euro USD. I don't think I have to start from the month. We all know what's happening with the Euro at the moment. And on the day we have a double top. We've come into a supply area and we're currently pulling down for what I think to be a correction because anticipating the euro to come touch the 1.10 level before we can go any further, whether it's up or down. But at the moment, given this double top, I think we're gonna still be bearish for temporarily for a while. And I'm anticipating this euro USD to come at least pull back into the demand zone before we can have a last leg upward to 1.10 level. Now, one thing about a demand zone is it's not a single price point as indicated by this line. It's a dynamic level of a number of pips. So we either gonna pull into this area and bounce back, or we can come all the way touch this trend line for a third touch that's gonna give us enough pull to the upside. However, I'm going to wait for the end of the pullback before I can know what to do with the euro because we can still come to this trend line, break it, and flow all the way down. Right? Remember, when doing your analysis, always have a however. Yeah, we don't do market movements are not granted. Markets are efficient as they are random. Or rather, markets are random as they are efficient. Okay, so that's if with the euro, I'm expecting a pullback into the demand zone, possibly touching the trend line, and from there we can see what happens next. We can pull back up to the 1.10 level, or we can bleed all the way down. So next, let's look at the Australian dollar. And for me, I don't have much to say about the Australian dollar. Or what I'm gonna look out for is these two levels. I will just take this as a range. So the break of this level downwards for bears, or the break of this level upwards for bullish, right? That's the only thing I'm looking for at the moment. The in between, I will not look for opportunities in that range. Let's look at the Swiss franc. Where are you? Now, looking at the Swiss franc on the day, we have a double bottom. I don't think the pullback is done. I'm anticipating it to at least pull back into the supply level and at least touch this trend line for a third touch. But however, the markets are never certain. Remember, they're random as much as they're efficient. So in this area, we're either going to pull back to this demand level, possibly touching this trend line, or we can break. We can as well break this level downwards. Okay. So if we're gonna come up to the supply level, I'm gonna wait for the break and retest of counter trend line right here. But it is safe to wait for the break of this line if you're gonna go more bearish on the dollar Swiss franc. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. It's gonna be a short video because there's not really much to say about the pairs. I think I've already done the analysis from the monthly in my previous videos. Yeah. So we're gonna further pull back into this level, or we wait for the break of uh this major level right here. Yeah. But always guys remember every time market pulls up for a correction and then pulls back to the 100% retracement and fails to break the previous high, or rather the previous low, what is it? The previous higher low significantly for this particular instance, then we put it in a, we categorize it as a range. Okay, so for me, I'll definitely wait for the break and retest of this key level for bears, or the break of this trend line if we're gonna go bullish. It looks like a long time, but I promise you it's not. Okay, so the next US30, which has been my favorite. So on the weekly, I said in my last analysis that if we break this level, retested, then we are gonna have some massive bears. First level target being the 41.81 level. We've broken this line and we are currently retesting it. However, the pullback is not done. Yeah, on the day the pullback looks very linear. Beware of linear pullbacks. They are usually manipulation tactics. Okay, you know, when you go on baby pips, we are told price goes up, pulls back, and then up again, right? But one thing they don't tell us is these pullbacks are not supposed to be linear. Okay, sometimes they are linear, but good pullbacks that you should trade are not supposed to be linear. Most of the time when you trade a linear pullback, you will find yourself being taken out because of premature entries. Yeah, a pullback is supposed to be, how do I say? A pullback is supposed to have to give waves. Exactly. A pullback is supposed to give waves so that it can allow you the chance to draw a counter trend line. Okay. But once a pullback is too linear, for me, it's just too dangerous to trade. So I don't think the daily pullback on US30 is done. Yeah. And I'm anticipating we can still pull back into this level, which is a supply zone. Okay. So at the moment, I'll still watch this pullback closely. And when I feel like it's ready, or when it's ready, we can now look for bear opportunities. Okay. Maybe you can have up there and maybe possibly something like that. Okay, but on the daily, this pullback is still very linear. So give it time and just watch. Wait for it to be done. When it's finally done, you're gonna have a good opportunities for bears to go bearish. The next, we're gonna have the NASDAQ. Let us look at what NASDAQ is doing. NASDAQ and 500 and S&P 500 really behave almost similar. They're like close cousins. They're not replica of each other, but they are quite similar if you look at them. Yeah. So whatever is happening on S&P 500 or the NASDAQ can be pretty much sure. It's almost the same thing on the other side. So going on the 4 hour, for me, I'll wait for the break and retest of this level before I can look for sell opportunities. Otherwise, in here, it's not very safe for a swing trader like myself. Because listen, if I were an aggressive trader, I would have already bought this market right here. Okay, at the break of this level. And right now, I would do negative. Yeah. Whoever bought at the break of this counter trend line, like that's too linear, not even too linear, but whoever bought an aggressive uh, trader in this market, you're already in the negative. Yeah. And you possibly hit stop loss. But guys, every time the market pulls back and then pulls down again and fails to significantly close or fails to significantly penetrate the last high, whether it's a higher high or a higher low, yeah, consider it a range. Instead of drawing a counter trend line, draw a level instead. So in this particular case, instead of having a counter trend line like this, we have this level where we wait for price to come break this level and then we can trade for bearish. Okay. And the same thing is happening to S&P 500. See? Pretty much similar. So in the same case, I'm gonna wait for prices to come break this level and I will confidently look for bearish, for bears, that is. Anything other than that, no. Let us look at oil. Now for oil, I was anticipating the break of this trend line, which happened, first level target being this previous demand level, because as you're flowing down, reacted to this area. So this is going to be significant for us going up. However, this level is very significant. So I'm going to wait for price to break and retest this level before I can get, if I can look for buy opportunities, first level target being 70.16 level. Yeah. However, this level can pretty much hold oil downwards because as you can see, we've tried, um, we keep getting rejected at this level. Yeah. So it's pretty much significant. Even when you look back, you realize that this level was a pretty much strong support level for price. And it's currently acting like a very strong resistance level for oil at the moment. So the break and retest of this level, and I'll be looking for bullish opportunities, first level target 70, the 70.20 area or the 70.0 area. However, we can get rejected by this level and flow all the way down. Yeah, so for oil, I'm watching this level. Whatever happens here will determine what happens next. And how you have BTC. BTC, I don't have at the moment BTC. I don't have much to say on it. What I'm watching out for is either you're gonna break this trend line upwards and go bullish, or we can break this counter trend line and uh, have more bears at least to the 79,036 area. Okay. But the 60,000 area is still a viable option for Bitcoin. So we wait and see. And lastly, gold. Mm-hmm. Gold, I'm pretty not sure about gold at the moment. But this pullback, if this level can hold, we had a head and shoulder on the 4 hour, we broke it, since like we're retesting it. If that level can hold, yeah, I think we're gonna pull back to this trend line. Okay. If this level can hold, then gold is gonna fall all the way to this trend line, uh, and then you can see what happens next. However, we can still break through and continue all the way up. I mean, right now we have no idea how far gold can go, but the strength of dollar will determine what happens next with gold. And since the dollar has been regaining some strength, we're possibly gonna be a little more bearish than we have. However, but this level will tell us what happens next. We're either gonna bounce off of it, bleed all the way to this trend line, or we can break right back and go all the way up. Yeah, I think that's it, guys. Nothing much else to say. It's gonna be a short video. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And thank you so much for being here. Remember to subscribe, like, comment. Also hit the notification bell so you don't get to miss future analysis videos. And guys, I appreciate all of you who reached out to me. Um, and that's it, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you again. And until next time.